Very nice. Yeah, hello. So my name is Paula. Thank you for the introduction. I am from Riga Business School. I work as assistant director and lecturer at Riga Business School, and I'm talking to you from Aizkraukle, where I am with many students. We have our first year bonding camp here at Aizkraukle. So I have here students who are just starting their studies in business administration or IT and business management. They are very, very energetic. Although it's quite cold, they're very energetic. They have a lot of fun, and it's very inspiring to see how motivated they are to get to know each other, to learn new things. Actually, so I hope to give you also a little bit this energy today throughout my presentation. But well, actually, my goal today is to talk about the 30th anniversary quiz that Riga Business School is organizing together with the US Embassy. And why is this relevant for you? Because from the description and from the title of the presentation, it might seem that it's a little bit random. But it is important for you, I think so, because it's a great opportunity for your students. I will tell you as we go on why it's such a great opportunity for the students, but yeah, I think that this is something that they might appreciate. It's a great opportunity to improve their English and to learn more as well. So before we go into the quiz, I will just tell you a little bit more about Riga Business School. I assume that you have heard about Riga Business School from my colleague Tatiana, who I guess is a well-known person here. But a new perspective never hurts, right? And I will just tell you a little bit more how I see it and how it's relevant for this quiz that I will be talking about the most. So as I mentioned, Riga Business School was established 30 years ago, and it was established with the support of American Latvians, Latvian Americans, so to say. They recognize the need that Latvia needs a management education, management training. As you know, Latvia was exiting the USSR, and the situation in the market and how everything was operating was totally changing. And people living abroad realized that, okay, we here in Latvia, we are really lacking the Western management skill. That's why they put their forces together and created Riga Business School. So our founding partners are University at Buffalo in the state of New York and University of Ottawa in Canada. And we were founded within Riga Technical University, and we're still part of Riga Technical University. That's our big mother, so to say. 10 years ago, when bachelor programs were created, we also strengthened our bonds here closer to home in Europe and in Latvia. So we started cooperating with BI Norwegian Business School, which is in Oslo. And there our bachelor students can get a double degree there. And 3 years ago, when we started the IT program that I will touch upon very briefly at the end of my presentation, we also started cooperating with University of Latvia. We combined the brightest minds in IT to teach the students who really want to take the next step within IT. So as you can see, we really have had very, very strong bonds with the US for all these 30 years. So it makes sense to look back at what has happened, what have we done, and also where we might go in the future. Just a little bit more about RBS before we get into the details about quiz that we will be organizing. I want to tell you a little bit more about our mission. So RBS mission is to educate managers and build leaders who create sustainable prosperity in the Baltic region. And we want these new leaders of tomorrow to be ready for technology-driven careers, to be able to lead in the technology-driven world, and yeah, just to feel good and competent in this new world that we're living in. And I think that the format in which we are meeting today is one more proof of this new technology-driven world. And why is this relevant for the quiz? You will see how I think nicely we have tied in this element of technology also in this quiz, which is a celebration of 30 years of RBS and US Embassy being in Latvia, because we thought that it's important to also have this element of our mission somehow reflected in this quiz. And it's just something that young people also really appreciate a lot. So with no further ado, I'll get to the quiz, to the main thing that I want to tell you today. So this 30th anniversary quiz is an event that will happen in October. And the goal of the event is to increase the interest and understanding of public school students and in the society at large about the topics related to the US and Latvia relationships. So the goal is really very easy in a way, to offer them this information, to offer them an ability to and motivation to learn more about these things, to give them opportunity to learn about that in English. And I think it was so nice. I have to say thank you to the organizers that the previous presentation offered so many tools where students can learn about the things that are relevant in the US, because those definitely can be used also to learn about the topics that will be in this quiz. And I think that will be just really great tools. But what's important about this quiz and what's innovative about this quiz is firstly that we will combine and collect this information about topics that are relevant for the US and Latvia, and we will have a very unique question bank. Actually, now we have invited the US community in Latvia and Latvian community in the US to send in questions to us that they think are relevant. And of course, we're also working with professionals to develop these questions, but we'll have a big question bank about these topics. And the second thing is that we will have a lot of technology tied into this quiz. I will tell you as we go on how the quiz will take place, but most of it will be online, which will give students from all over Latvia an equal opportunity to participate. And we will live stream the quiz. So it will be a mix of various technologies, and it will be really, although online, super interactive way how we will organize it. And as I mentioned, the competition will take place during the fall this year. It will start in October, and it will lead to a grand event that we really hope, fingers crossed, we will be able to organize in a face-to-face and physical format in the beginning of November. And we want this event to be as a celebration of the knowledge of those students who will be invited to this event, as a celebration of what has been achieved in these years, and also as inspiration and motivation for these students to further pursue new knowledge, to further pursue their global endeavors, and just learn and grow and challenge themselves. So a little bit more in details, what will be the quiz topics, because I mentioned several times that there will be questions related to the US and Latvia, but so what really will be there? So I don't think that this will give you a very deep understanding, and we probably also don't want that, but just a little glimpse of the areas where we are going in. So the first, obviously, will be education and culture. That's something that we really care about a lot, and we want students to know about that. So this team will cover key events, people, and places that have facilitated US and Latvia relationships to educational and cultural exchange. I think this is a very interesting topic. It will talk about some events and trends that were more relevant in past, and also what's relevant now, and probably something that's very interesting for young people. Technology and innovation will be the second topic, and this theme will focus on innovation and technological development that were facilitated throughout input of Latvia and the US. This is definitely something that we care about a lot as well, because as I mentioned, technology plays a big role in what we're doing now at RBS on a daily basis. And also, for sure, this is something that young people in the high school, they're super interested, and that's something that they like a lot. People and places will be the third topic. And this theme will focus on the heritage and accomplishments of individuals who facilitated the understanding and knowledge exchange between the societies of US and Latvia. So these will be these very cool personal stories of people who maybe went to the US and benefited a lot, or that have come back to Latvia from the US, or somehow they really made a project or started something that has been of value for others in these countries. And this leads me to also one additional thing, that these topics will be mixed throughout the quizzes. However, each of the rounds, and I will show you how it will happen in the next slide, they will invite someone from who's related to this topic to also give a short speech to students to inspire them. We are inviting very well-known and interesting people, and that will be kind of an extra push for the students to participate, because they will have an opportunity to hear from these really well-known people with good achievements. The fourth topic is diplomacy and politics, and here the focus will be really on the people, places, events that facilitated the diplomatical relationships that Latvia has with the US. And of course, then the kind of black horse, how to say, that we will never know what's there, the mixed questions. So it's kind of the open space where we and the community can put in just interesting things that don't go under the previous topics. But generally, if students who want to participate in this quiz learn about these four main topics, and then just really the most important facts that wouldn't lie in these topics, they will be well prepared for this quiz. So what's the plan? And what's the plan and who can participate? So firstly, this is for high school students of public schools, so 12th to 10th grade students. And yeah, we really welcome everyone to participate, and we want to see as many participants as possible, really. As you can see, there will be 4 rounds, and then semi-final and final. Also the competition will be organized in 5 regions: Zemgale, Vidzeme, Latgale, Kurzeme, and Riga. And 5 students from each region will get to the final. But what it means, still all students should be participating in all rounds. So if you have a student in mind already that you think about, oh yeah, this person really should participate, they're interested in a lot of facts, they like history, they're interested in the world, they have good English, then you should let them know as soon as possible, because we want students participating from the first round, from October 9th, because they will be increasing their chances to get to the final. So in the perfect case scenario, all students who want to participate from all 5 regions, they start at October 9, they participate there, and then in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th round as well. And then the top 5 from each region gets to the final, which hopefully takes place in Riga physically with a very nice event. So it's kind of like a hockey tournament, you know, teams play against each other, but then at the end they have these leagues, and then they get to the playoffs. So it's kind of the same system here. It will be very easy for students to participate in 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th round. We made it online on purpose so that students who are not from Riga actually have equal opportunities to participate. They don't have to invest extra resources or extra time to get to the competition. They have to just log online. It's on a Saturday, 11 a.m. They wake up, take their phone, their computer. They will need a phone and a computer. They log on, participate. The event takes a little bit more than 1 hour. They already know how they did in the first round, and they go on. And if they get to the semi-final and final, then they come to Riga to the nice event and then participate there. Registration for the event will be available at the homepage that you can see here at the bottom of the slide, 30anniversaryquiz.lv. It will open in the beginning of September. So once it's open, students can just start registering and getting ready for the quiz. And yeah, as mentioned, then the final event, it will be a celebration of the really, really smart students who get to the final, a celebration of knowledge and celebration of great people who have done so much over these years for the communities in Latvia and in the US. And although we would really like that students are motivated by the fact that they can get new knowledge, that they can really improve their English and probably learn a lot of new vocabulary, because they will learn about things that probably they didn't know before. We also think that some extra push never hurts. And we have prepared some really, really, really great and cool prizes. So as you can see on the slide, it's a lot of technology. So we kept it to technology only, and there will be a lot of prizes. Winner of each round of the 4 rounds, they get a prize. And then the winners of final, everyone who participates in the final will get a prize. And then the winners of the final, they get amazing prizes. First place gets a MacBook Pro computer. It's really something that students, I'm quite sure that they would really like that. And yeah, we decided to go with these prizes firstly because, yeah, we think that technology is very important and students need to know how to operate that. And also because we believe that technology is the channel that connects students to the knowledge of the world. So we hope that that will motivate them to learn more. And here you can see just one test question, because I talked a lot what the questions will be, how they might look. But here you can see just one example. We will try to look for some things that are, of course, kind of obvious and everyone should know, but then also for really interesting facts like this one. For example, I didn't know it myself as well before. So the world famous US Route 66 was opened in 1926. So why it was named Highway 66? And the answers are, I think, really interesting. And then the correct one is that actually it's such a super simple reason that the 66 is a name that's easy to remember. So I don't know if you knew that. For me, it was something new also to learn. We will try to prepare an example questions like these, just more of those, so students can get a grasp of what type of things we will be asking. So this is something very specific, but there will be also simpler things like kind of naming the states or yeah, just people who have played a relevant role in some events, etc. So so that's about the quiz. I will be willing to answer if you have any questions once I finish. But before I finish, I just wanted to also tell you a little bit more about other opportunities that Riga Business School offers to students and that might be interesting for you. So I will talk about 2 things. We have pre-uni center. So what opportunities that pre-uni offers? So that's for students starting from 14 till the end of 12th grade. And then I will briefly tell you about what we offer in bachelor studies for students. Now, probably the 12th graders will already be starting to think about that in September. So in pre-uni, we offer English. So students can start from 14 up till 19, and we have several courses that are matched to their level, if they're beginners, if they're intermediate, or if they're advanced. So we put them in a class that makes sense to them and that allows them to develop their skills in the best manner. Then we also have mathematics. That's for 10th and 11th grade, but the idea is similar, that we help them to develop their skill there. And then 2 courses that are really very well appreciated by students is exam strategies for English and for mathematics. So we work specifically on teaching them how to take tests and how to prepare themselves better for the test. So if you know someone who might benefit from this, then probably you can suggest. We will also now be offering that they don't have to come to RBS. They can do it online as well. And we're very proud about the fact that we are recognized by University of London as a teaching center for international foundations program. And this year we will be offering politics and mathematics and statistics with this program for high school students. And from the bachelor program perspective, we have two programs. As I mentioned in the beginning, I am with students of these two programs now in Aizkraukle, Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of IT Leadership. Bachelor of Business Administration might be called like this kind of classical business program, but actually it's very, very modern, but it's classical from the perspective that students get to learn all the things that are expected to be taught in the business program. So they learn about finance, they learn about human resources, they learn about how to manage marketing of their companies, and they can also choose between 4 specializations: finance, marketing, entrepreneurship, or business analytics. And everything in Riga Business School happens in English. So also both of these bachelor programs, they are taught fully in English. And the second program is Bachelor of IT Leadership, or how we call it, BITL. And that's a program that combines best of both worlds, IT and business. This program is only 3 years young, so to say. We have our third intake now, but the job market really is super excited to welcome our students because they really have what is very, very necessary now. They understand the business and they know how to code. So it's the perfect combination in a sense. And they can choose between 3 specializations: artificial intelligence and data representation, general management, or business analytics as well. And in both of these programs, students can choose to study only in Riga, or they can choose to finish their studies in Oslo, or they can go to the US, which is again one more example how RBS has very strong relationships with the US. And that's also one of the reasons why I was chosen to talk with you today, because I'm also a graduate of RBS. I did Bachelor of Business Administration program, and I spent 1 year studying the US to get a double degree from University at Buffalo. So I'm really enthusiastic about what RBS offers. And I'm also very enthusiastic about this quiz because I think it gives students such a great opportunity to just learn more about the world. And I think exploration is what really gives inspiration and what allows us to achieve more and understand what our dreams are and reach for that. So yeah, I think it will be a good opportunity for students. And yeah, that's it from me today. Just to recap, the things that we want to offer this year to your students is opportunity to participate in the quiz and win really, really cool prizes. They can use our pre-university opportunities, and we're always welcoming bachelor students. And if you have any other ideas, if I sparked an idea in your head that you think you could really execute together with Riga Business School, feel free to reach out to me. We're very open for new corporations, for new ideas together with schools. So I'll be very excited to hear from you. But for now, thank you.